Financial literacy isn't about becoming rich overnight or mastering complex investment strategies. It's about building small, consistent habits that compound over time to create lasting wealth and financial confidence. These 8 tiny habits require minimal time but deliver maximum impact when practiced consistently throughout 2026 and beyond. The beauty of these habits lies in their simplicity. They don't require special education, expensive tools, or dramatic lifestyle changes. What they do require is commitment to showing up daily and making intentional choices with your money. Each habit takes less than 15 minutes, but together they form the foundation of true financial mastery. Habit 1. Read about money 10 minutes daily. Financial education is the cornerstone of wealth building, yet most people spend more time scrolling social media than learning about money. Dedicate just 10 minutes each day to reading about personal finance, investing, or economic trends. This habit transforms your relationship with money by expanding your financial vocabulary and exposing you to diverse perspectives. Read personal finance blogs, follow reputable financial experts on social media, study books by wealthy individuals, or consume educational content about investing and budgeting. The key is consistency. 10 minutes daily equals over 60 hours of financial education annually. This compound learning effect gradually shifts your money mindset from scarcity to abundance, from confusion to clarity. You'll start recognizing opportunities others miss and avoiding pitfalls that trap the financially illiterate. Start by choosing one financial topic each week to explore. Week 1 might focus on budgeting strategies, Week 2 on index funds, Week 3 on debt reduction methods. This structured approach prevents overwhelm while ensuring comprehensive financial knowledge. Habit 2. Track every expense without excuses. You cannot manage what you don't measure. Expense tracking is the single most powerful habit for gaining control of your finances. Many people avoid tracking expenses because they fear confronting their spending reality. This avoidance costs thousands annually in unconscious spending. When you track every dollar, patterns emerge. You discover that daily coffee runs cost $1,800 yearly, unused subscriptions drain $600, and emotional purchases consume 15% of your income. Implementation is simple. Choose your preferred method. Dedicated apps like Mint or Personal Capital, a basic spreadsheet, or a pocket notebook. The tool matters less than the consistency. Make tracking as automatic as brushing your teeth. Financial advisors consistently report that clients who track spending identify 10 to 15% of expenses that can be eliminated without affecting quality of life. That recovered 10 to 15%, redirected to investments, generates significant wealth over decades. The psychological benefit equals the financial one. Tracking creates awareness. Awareness enables choice, and choice builds discipline. You transition from wondering where your money went to telling your money where to go. Habit 3. Spend with intent, not emotion. Emotional spending is the silent killer of financial progress. Marketing companies spend billions studying human psychology to trigger impulsive purchases. Your defense is intentional spending. Before every purchase, pause and ask 3 questions. Do I need this or want this? Does this align with my financial goals? Will I still value this purchase in 30 days? This habit isn't about deprivation, it's about alignment. When you spend intentionally, you eliminate buyer's remorse and redirect resources toward what truly matters. Your money becomes a tool for building your ideal life rather than funding someone else's business objectives. Implement the 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases over $50. Wait 1 full day before buying. This cooling off period separates genuine needs from temporary impulses. You'll be shocked how many must-haves lose their appeal after 24 hours. Align your spending with your values. Identify your top 5 life priorities. Then, review your last 3 months of spending. Does your money flow toward your priorities or away from them? This exercise reveals the gap between stated values and actual behavior, empowering you to close that gap. Habit 4. Pay yourself first. The pay yourself first principle is how most millionaires built their wealth. It's deceptively simple. Before paying any bill or expense, transfer a predetermined percentage to savings and investments. This approach works because it treats wealth building as your most important financial obligation. When you pay yourself first, lifestyle must adapt to remaining funds. When you save what's left after expenses, nothing remains. Start with at least 10 to 15% of every paycheck if possible. Automate this transfer so it happens before you see the money. The automation removes willpower from the equation. You adapt quickly to living on the remainder. As income increases, increase the percentage. When you receive a raise, immediately redirect half of it to savings before lifestyle inflation consumes it. This strategy accelerates wealth accumulation without feeling restrictive. The psychological shift is profound. Paying yourself first transforms saving from a sacrifice into a reward. You honor your future self with every transfer, building both wealth and self-respect simultaneously. Habit 5. Learn one investing concept per week. Investment knowledge separates those who work for money from those whose money works for them. Commit to learning one new investing concept every week. Start with foundational concepts: compound interest, diversification, asset allocation, risk tolerance, dollar cost averaging, index funds, dividends, and tax-advantaged accounts. These building blocks create investment confidence. As your knowledge grows, explore more advanced topics: alternative investments, real estate strategies, international markets, sector rotation, portfolio rebalancing, and retirement planning. Each concept expands your financial toolkit. The goal isn't to become a professional investor. It's to make informed decisions about your money rather than relying blindly on others. You'll understand your financial advisor's recommendations, recognize investment scams, and capitalize on opportunities aligned with your risk profile. Dedicate one evening weekly to investment education. Watch educational videos, read investment books, study successful investors' strategies, or take online courses. This weekly investment in knowledge pays dividends throughout your lifetime. Habit 6. Question every financial decision. Wealthy individuals don't make financial decisions casually. They analyze, question, and calculate before committing. Develop the habit of questioning every financial choice, large or small. Is this purchase necessary? Could I get better value elsewhere? What's the opportunity cost? What am I giving up by choosing this? This questioning habit sharpens your financial judgment. Over time, you develop an intuitive sense for good and bad money decisions. You spot hidden fees, recognize marketing manipulation, and negotiate better deals. Apply this questioning to all financial areas: subscriptions, insurance policies, investment fees, loan terms, major purchases, and recurring expenses. Each question potentially saves hundreds or thousands of dollars. The habit also protects against financial predators. Scams succeed because victims don't question attractive offers. A healthy skepticism combined with informed questioning is your best defense against financial fraud. Habit 7. Build skills that increase income. Financial literacy includes understanding that income isn't fixed. Your earning potential grows with your skills. Dedicate time weekly to developing skills that increase your market value. This might include professional certifications, technical skills, communication abilities, leadership development, or specialized knowledge in your field. The most valuable skills solve expensive problems or create significant value. Identify skills in demand within your industry. What capabilities command premium compensation? What expertise is scarce? Building income-generating skills delivers returns that exceed most investments. A skill that increases your income by $10,000 annually is equivalent to a $333,000 investment earning 3% annually. Beyond direct income, valuable skills provide career security. In economic downturns, skilled professionals retain employment while others face layoffs. Your skills are the ultimate financial safety net. Start with one skill quarterly. Spend 30 minutes daily developing it. In 1 year, you'll have mastered 4 valuable capabilities, dramatically increasing your earning potential and career resilience. Habit 7. Conduct weekly money reviews. The weekly money review is where all other habits converge into financial mastery. Every week, dedicate 15 to 20 minutes to reviewing your financial situation. Examine your spending, evaluate progress towards goals, adjust budgets as needed, and reflect on financial decisions made that week. This habit provides the feedback loop necessary for continuous improvement. You catch small problems before they become larger ones. You celebrate wins, reinforcing positive behaviors. You identify patterns in your financial behavior, enabling strategic adjustments. Schedule your money review for the same time weekly. Sunday evenings work well for many people. Make it a ritual you protect. This consistency transforms money management from an occasional chore into a sustainable lifestyle. During your review, ask reflective questions. What financial decisions am I proud of this week? Where did I struggle? What can I improve next week? What progress did I make towards my goals? The weekly review also reduces financial anxiety. When you regularly examine your finances, money becomes familiar rather than frightening. You develop confidence in your ability to handle financial challenges. The 15-65-20 principle. Your money blueprint. Understanding the framework. The 15-65-20 principle is a modern evolution of traditional budgeting rules designed for today's economic realities. Unlike rigid budgets that feel restrictive, this framework provides clear guidelines while maintaining flexibility. Here's how it works. Allocate 15% of your income to savings and investments. Limit essential expenses to 65%. And enjoy 20% for discretionary spending. This percentage-based approach scales with your income and adapts to life changes. The genius of this system lies in its psychology. By prioritizing savings first, you build wealth automatically. By capping essentials at 65%, you prevent lifestyle inflation. By designating 20% for guilt-free spending, you maintain quality of life without budget-related stress. The 15% Future You Money. The first 15% of every dollar goes straight to savings and investments before you touch anything else. This is your future self money, the foundation of financial independence. Initially, direct this 15% toward building an emergency fund. Start with $1,000 as a starter emergency fund, then progress to 1 month of essential expenses, then 3 months, then 6 months. This cushion transforms crises into inconveniences. Once your emergency fund is established, redirect the 15% toward long-term wealth building. Maximize retirement account contributions first, taking full advantage of any employer matching. Then explore additional investment vehicles, brokerage accounts, real estate, or business investments. The pay-yourself-first mechanism ensures wealth building happens consistently rather than sporadically. You're not hoping to save whatever remains at month's end. You're guaranteeing wealth accumulation with every paycheck. Many financial experts credit this single habit for creating more millionaires than any other financial behavior. The secret isn't finding perfect investments or making dramatic sacrifices. It's consistency multiplied by time. The 65% Essential Living. The 65% category covers your essential, non-negotiable expenses: housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, minimum debt payments, and other recurring necessities. This allocation acknowledges current economic realities. Housing costs, Healthcare expenses and basic necessities consume more of income today than previous budgeting frameworks assumed. The 65% cap provides breathing room while preventing unchecked expense growth. Living within this 65% requires intentional choices. It means selecting housing you can afford rather than the maximum approved by lenders. It means driving a reliable vehicle rather than one that impresses neighbors. It means minimizing waste and optimizing recurring expenses. As income increases, resist the temptation to inflate essential expenses proportionally. If you earn a 20% raise, your essentials shouldn't increase 20%. This discipline allows increased savings and discretionary spending without lifestyle creep eroding financial progress. Periodically audit your essentials. Are all expenses truly necessary? Can any be reduced without significantly impacting quality of life? Small reductions compound over time into substantial savings. The 20%, guilt-free living. The final 20% is yours to enjoy without guilt or second guessing. This is discretionary spending, dining out, entertainment, hobbies, travel, personal indulgences, and non-essential purchases. This allocation is crucial for sustainable financial management. Budgets that eliminate all pleasure eventually fail. Humans need joy, spontaneity, and rewards. The 20% provides these elements within a framework that protects financial health. With essentials capped at 65% and savings secured at 15%, you can spend this 20% freely. No more guilt about treating yourself. No more questioning whether you deserve enjoyment. This money is designated for living richly today while building wealth for tomorrow. The guilt-free aspect is psychologically powerful. When spending feels like breaking rules, you develop an unhealthy relationship with money. When spending is planned and permitted, you enjoy it fully while maintaining discipline elsewhere. Use this 20% intentionally for experiences and purchases that genuinely enhance your life. Don't waste it on mindless consumption. Invest it in memories, growth, and joy that create lasting value beyond the monetary transaction. Implementing the 15-65-20 system. Implementation begins with calculating your after-tax monthly income. This is your starting point, the 100% from which you'll allocate percentages. Then immediately automate the 15% transfer to separate savings and investment accounts. Set this up through direct deposit if possible or automatic transfer on payday. The key is removing this money from checking before you're tempted to spend it. Then calculate your 65% limit for essential expenses. This is your maximum for all recurring necessities combined. List every essential expense: rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, minimum debt payments, and other recurring necessities. Total them and compare to your 65% cap. If essentials exceed 65%, identify reduction opportunities. Can you reduce housing costs by relocating or taking a roommate? Can you decrease transportation expenses by choosing a more affordable vehicle? Can you cut insurance costs by shopping competitors or adjusting coverage? The remaining 20% lands in your checking account for discretionary use. Track this spending to ensure it stays within limits, but don't stress individual purchases. This is your flexibility money. Adapting as life changes. The percentage-based structure makes this system inherently adaptable. When income increases, all categories grow proportionally without requiring budget reconstruction. A salary increase from $50,000 to $60,000 automatically boosts savings from $7,500 to $9,000 annually, essentials from $32,500 to $39,000, and discretionary from $10,000 to $12,000. No complex recalculation needed. This adaptability prevents lifestyle inflation. As you earn more, savings increase automatically. You enjoy improved quality of life through larger discretionary spending while building wealth faster. During financial hardship, the framework flexibly adjusts. If income temporarily decreases, all categories shrink proportionally. You maintain the discipline of saving something while acknowledging reduced circumstances. Life transitions are accommodated smoothly. Starting a family might temporarily require higher essential spending. The system allows this adjustment while maintaining the overall framework. As children age and expenses normalize, you naturally return to the original allocation. Defining your essentials. Clarity around what constitutes an essential expense is critical for system success. Essentials are recurring, non-negotiable expenses required for basic functioning: shelter, utilities, food to transportation to work, insurance, and minimum debt payments. These expenses don't significantly vary month to month and would create serious problems if unpaid. Non-essentials are everything else: dining out, entertainment subscriptions, gym memberships, new clothes beyond basics, hobbies, travel, and upgraded versions of necessities. These come from your 20% discretionary allocation. The distinction sometimes requires honest self-assessment. Is the $200 monthly car payment essential transportation or discretionary status symbol? Is the premium cable package essential or entertainment? Is organic everything essential or preference? Make deliberate choices that keep essentials at or below 65%. This discipline is what separates those who build wealth from those who perpetually live paycheck to paycheck regardless of income level. Common pitfalls and solutions. The most common failure point is underestimating essential expenses. Track spending carefully for 2 months before implementing the system to understand true costs. Another pitfall is treating the 20% discretionary as mandatory spending. If you don't spend the full 20% in a given month, that's wonderful. The leftover can boost savings or roll forward for a larger future purchase. Some people struggle with the 15% savings rate, especially when starting from zero savings habit. If 15% feels impossible, start with 5% and increase 1% every month until you reach 15%. Progress matters more than perfection. Others encounter essential expenses exceeding 65%. This signals a lifestyle sustainability problem. You may need to make difficult choices: relocating to more affordable housing, reducing transportation costs, or finding ways to increase income. These changes are challenging but necessary for financial health. Avoid the trap of miscategorizing discretionary expenses as essentials. Your brain will rationalize. Stay honest about what's truly necessary versus what's desired. The long-term impact. Consistency with the 15-65-20 principle creates profound long-term effects. The 15% savings rate, maintained over decades, builds substantial wealth through compound growth. Someone earning $50,000 who saves 15% annually, $7,500, and achieves 7% average annual returns accumulates over $750,000 in 30 years. Increase that income to $75,000, and the same discipline yields over $1,100,000. Beyond the numbers, this system builds financial confidence. You know where your money goes. You're prepared for emergencies. You're building toward future freedom. This clarity reduces stress and improves overall life quality. The 65% essential cap prevents the lifestyle inflation that traps high earners in golden handcuffs. You can pursue career changes, entrepreneurship, or early retirement because your lifestyle doesn't require maximum income to sustain. The 20% discretionary ensures you actually enjoy the journey. Financial discipline without joy becomes unsustainable deprivation. This system balances present enjoyment with future security. Making it your own. While the 15-65-20 framework provides excellent guidelines, personal circumstances may warrant adjustments. Those with high debt loads might temporarily shift to 20-60-20, aggressively attacking debt with 20% of income. Once debt is eliminated, return to 15-65-20, with the freed debt payments redirecting to savings. High-income earners might choose 25-55-20, accelerating wealth building while maintaining lifestyle quality. The lower essential percentage is achievable when income substantially exceeds basic needs. Those prioritizing financial independence might adopt 30-50-20, maximizing savings to shorten the path to retirement. This requires greater discipline but delivers faster results. The key is maintaining the core principle: pay yourself first, cap essentials to prevent inflation, and permit guilt-free discretionary spending. The specific percentages matter less than the framework's consistent application. Conclusion. The 8 Tiny Habits and 15-65-20 principle form a complete financial literacy system. The habits build daily discipline and knowledge. The principle provides a structural framework for implementing that knowledge. Neither requires perfection. Both require consistency. Start where you are with what you have. Choose one habit to implement this week. Calculate your income and begin allocating according to the 15-65-20 framework. Financial literacy isn't about complex strategies or perfect timing. It's about small, smart choices repeated consistently over time. The compound effect of these habits and this framework will transform your financial reality more certainly than any get-rich-quick scheme. Your financial future is built in the small decisions you make today. Choose wisely, act consistently, build deliberately. The financially literate life you desire is built one tiny habit at a time.